Hi guys, Mike Lee Connect, Movement is Life. It is Tuesday and Tuesday is Double Tap Tuesday. Anyway, this is the first time I'm back in the car, back to school. Back to school is go time for some people. I'll get into this in a couple minutes. And anyway, I don't remember how to do the setting that when I'm facing the camera, I'm on the right side of the car and the writing is, you can read it. So I'm gonna look like I'm from Australia for the day. So I'm gonna act like a kangaroo until I figure it out. Anyway, today's double tap is about the difference between a marathon and a sprint when it comes to losing weight and peak performance. I'll explain. I have a group of 9 guys. I'm actually one of the guys in the group that are doing a 1-year transformation. A couple months ago, Ed Duplessis from Pennsylvania approached me and said, listen, I want Tin Man to test for his black belt next October, and I would like a transformation program for him like you did for Lockwood a few years ago. Lockwood a few years ago approached me, said I want to test for my black belt in Pennsylvania next year, and we basically made him lose a lot of weight and put him in tip-top shape, and he came to that black belt test and killed it. We're proud of you, Lockwood. That was a feat that was not easy to do. So I told Ed Duplessis, you know what? I can do that, and I can even do it better than last time, because since then I've educated myself more about nutrition by taking the Precision Nutrition Program certification, so I can learn more about what to eat, what not to eat, and also more on a scientific level versus just fucking let's starve ourselves. Okay, so we designed a program called 2.0 Lockwood / Tin Man Transformation, and it is a 1-year program. We are today on day 37, basically 5 weeks and 2 days deep into the program, and I'll explain how it works. Okay, most people, and it usually happens in January, or for a lot of women back to school, because back to school is go time for a lot of women, because after the summer that they didn't have a schedule because of vacations and the kids were at home because there was no school, all of us in the school, and now you see all those local gyms, if it's CrossFit gym, Orange Theory, I Love Kickboxing, any of those generic gyms out there, or chain gyms out there, the Crunch, whatever, you see a lot of women now busy because they drop their kids at school 8:30 in the morning, and 9 o'clock in the morning you got an army of moms working out because it's back to school go time. Anyway, and for a lot of people it's also in January or before an event. For an example, an event could be I'm going to a reunion and I don't want to look like a fatso, or a fighter has a fight and he has a fight camp and he's cutting weight towards that date of the fight, or you have an event that you're going to do some obstacle course that you feel at 190 pounds you'll perform much better than at 205 pounds, and you want to lose 15 pounds in a few weeks, so you have a better event at the obstacle course. Either way, an event going into it, or it's by season, back to school for mommies, or in January, New Year resolution. Okay, so all those programs are sprints. Why? You have 30 days or 50 days or 45 days, we even done it in Agana, of what they call a cut, and you lose a ton of weight in a very short amount of time, and you get to your event and you look great and you take pictures. The problem with that, it's not a sustainable program. 2-3 weeks into it or a month later into it, you either regain half of the weight or you actually regain more or the same weight and you're back to square one. Those are sprint diets, those are sprint performance program, and they work, but they're not sustainable. A marathon program is an annual program. It took me 1 year to bring Lockwood where he was supposed to be with that black belt test, and it was a rough road for Lockwood. Lockwood, we're proud of you. You did it, not an easy feat to do it. If it was easy, everybody'd walk around with a fucking six-pack looking like fucking Tarzan. But anyway, so how does it work with a 1-year program versus a marathon? The difference is in the inspections. I'll explain. I cut down that program in 3-4 months like sections. The first the first section of 4 months, day 37. The inspections and the weigh-ins are once a week. Every Monday, once a week, we weigh ourselves and we mark down how much we lost, and that's the gauge. Okay, some people lose more, some people lose less. Like for an example, last week, the zero of last week, in other words, lost 0 pounds, was the hero of this week. He lost the most weight this week. Everybody's a little bit different, so we do a weekly inspection every week, and like that we know exactly where we are. Okay, you must inspect what you expect. On the second 4 months program, I will have those weigh-in and inspections every 10 days. Why? What happens is a lot of people that try to lose weight, they become addicted to weighing themselves, and it becomes a mind fuck. In other words, they get on the way in the morning, and if they think they lost a couple more pounds that they should have, they get all happy, and that day is going to be a great, wonderful day, and they're happy with everybody, and everybody sees them, they have a big fucking smile. But if that day they didn't lose weight, they get cranky because it becomes an obsession. Okay, so the inspection is once a week, to let people get away from that bad habit of weighing yourself almost every day and basically mind fucking yourself. Okay, in the second cycle, it will be every 10 days. Why? Because by then the guys will lose the majority of the weight they need to lose in those 4 months, and the weight dropping is going to be consistently slower. Therefore, then I made the inspection in the frequency bigger so they don't get disappointed. Okay, and finally, in the last 4 months, it'll be once a month inspection, and then you get to your yearly how much you lost weight. Okay, also, you need to lay out the goals. Let's say a guy needs to lose 50 pounds in 1 year or 60 pounds in 1 year. So I, as the guy that designs the program, have to be realistic and go, all right, he needs to lose 60 pounds in 1 year. I'm going to go for 30 pounds in the first 4 months, or 20 pounds if he needs to lose less, whatever. The second cycle, I'm going to go for 20 pounds, and the last cycle for 10 pounds. Because if I take a guy that needs to lose, let's say for an example, 90 pounds, and I tell him in the first 4 months you're going to lose 30 pounds, we're going to reach those goals. The next 4 months going to be much harder. It's going to be much harder because he lost most of the weight he was supposed to lose initially. Now, for me to expect him to lose another 30 pounds, it's going to be a war. And if I do another cycle of 4 months, lose another 30 pounds, it's almost impossible. So if somebody needs to lose 90 pounds, I'm going to go for 40, 30, and 20. That's how you do a marathon. That's how you do a sustainable program, because at the end of that year, if the guy that needed to lose 60 pounds and he lost 30 pounds in 4 months, and 20 pounds in 4 months, and then 10 pounds in 4 months, he's going to regain top 10 more pounds. Then he basically lost 50 pounds, and all he's got to do is a short diet to again lose that 10 pounds. That's the difference between a marathon, losing weight, peak performance, versus a sprint. Let me lose a lot of weight fast, but I'm gonna fucking regain it fast. Anyway, guys, Tuesday, Double Tap Tuesday. I'm from Australia, mate. So this is how it goes for today. I hope everybody has a great back to school with their kids. This is a great season for the kids. Every year the kids are growing. So enjoy that. Movement is life. Mike Lee Kanarek. Are you in a marathon to lose weight and get in peak performance? Or are you in a sprint? You choice. Movement is life. Mike Lee Kanarek.